Hello everyone, Jolene here from Chill Lifestyle. So tomorrow is the beginning of the Lionsgate portal. Now, this is getting stronger and stronger as we start to get closer to the 8th of the 8th. Okay, so your manifestations at the moment is really important. So think about what you are wanting and work with what you are wanting instead of thinking about all the things you don't want or all the things that make you upset or all the things that make you angry. Okay, so this is how we want to focus and where we want to focus. So 4 piles in front of you. I'm going to make this quick today. We've got pile number 1, it's a green aventurine. Pile number 2, red jasper. Pile number 3, malachite. Pile number 4, it seems like it's all green, but this is like a blue or green obsidian. So we've got 1, 2, 3, and 4. Choose, pause the video, you take as long as you need. I'm going to get into the yes and no's right now. Right, welcome to those of you who have chosen pile number 1 with the green aventurine. So pile number 1, I'm getting that it's time for a new passionate beginning. Okay, you may be looking for new talents or new projects, some kind of passionate new start, something creative perhaps. Maybe you want to do some kind of art class. I feel like you've been avoiding confrontation or disappointment, and so there's a lack of communication with someone, and it feels like there's a process of thinking, a process of contemplating. You're creating something. Okay, maybe you don't realize you're creating something, but you are creating something new in your life. And I feel like Spirit has been giving you time or enough time to really consider what it is that you are wanting. You needed some time to rest, you needed some time alone, because you're really needing more stability in your life. And you may have dealt with a lot of troubles, financial troubles, emotional troubles, health problems. And so that's why you needed a little bit of, maybe nothing's happening or your life seems a bit boring. You needed to take that time to rest. We often don't allow ourselves the time to rest. You know, we have this bad habit of we have to go, 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 go. And sometimes your body is saying, no, 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 no. Please rest. Please take the time. When nothing's happening, it's giving you the time to just relax. Not everything has to be doing something. Sometimes just sit in front of the TV for days on end, then that's what you need to do. Your intuition is telling you what to do as well. You're ignoring your intuition. So you start going, it's like swimming in a tide. The tide goes in and the tide goes out. But if you swim against the tide, you are going to be exhausted and most probably will drown. Okay, so this is one of those, you've been swimming and pushing against the tide, which is why nothing's working out for you. So your intuition is telling you, go with the flow, let go what you can't control. I'm loving the philosophy I've been thinking about and reading about as Stoicism, the Stoic philosophy of, if I can't control it, I let it go. I let go of relationships and people and situations that are not in alignment with me. That is Stoicism. 222 is your sign. Okay, Spirit guides want you to know that there are some options. There were some illusions you had to deal with, and you were let down by people, by partner, by friends or someone, because you had some kind of illusions that you didn't want to see. And so right now, the instability or the inaction in your life is allowing you to think about why you were caught up in that illusion and how not to do it again. Because there's certain people in your life it's time to let go of, okay? And you will meet new people. That's the good news. It feels like something's come to an end, okay? You've come to an end of a cycle. Something is cycling out, and it was something that led to fear, grief, health problems, bad news, fear, money problems. That cycle has now come to an end. Again, the lack of things happening was to give you the time to really consider what you did wrong and how you can prevent yourself from doing that again, because you were being held back by a very manipulative, negative, malicious person, okay? This is someone who used emotional manipulation, used lies, betrayed you in some way, or told you that they loved you, but their actions weren't the same. You know, again, we get caught up in these lies, and then, you know, we get these cycles of we break up with someone and then we feel bad and we go back because we always remember the good times, and then things are high again and things are great again, and then they fall into the same old patterns. And it's this complete cycle. You know, if you want things to change, you need to make a different choice, or you need to release yourself from someone or people who maybe use malicious tactics. These are people who, again, tell you that they love you, tell you that they want you, tell you that you're the one, but behind your back, this person's, you know, chatting up other people, or their energy is given to other people, okay? Or this people is woe is me, you know, that's manipulation as well. Feel sorry for me, I can't help my life. Well, yes, they can. It's not your job to heal everyone. And if you continuously going back to someone who does that, you're going to have the same cycle repeat over and over and over again. You have got a very successful person or situation which is the opposite to what you've been going through, okay? But you've got to choose opposite. So there's success after a breakup or after money problems, okay? But you had to go through that because you did not know what you needed, what you deserved, or what you wanted. So if you still don't know what you're wanting, best you pause and really take the time to write it out. What do you want in a job? What do you want in love? What kind of boss do you want? What kind of colleagues do you want? What do you want to earn? What kind of love life do you want? Do you want someone who actually respects you, someone who believes in you, someone who actually gives you the attention that you deserve? Or do you want someone who's been with everyone and wants anyone and everyone, but doesn't give you the attention that you deserve? That's the question, because you've been stuck in an illusion, believing someone to be more than what they actually are. Okay, so the answer is no, for whatever your question is, but there is something better. That's the good news. Okay, thank you and goodbye. Hello and welcome to those who chose the red Jasper and pile number 2. So, pile number 2, I feel like you invested in something. Okay, it was a love, a business, a job, invested, you know, time and energy into a job. But there was not seeing the truth about the situation. There was a bit of difficulties, or there was divide between you and maybe your colleagues or a certain person. And you always felt like there was a lack of commitment. So like maybe you and your boss kept on telling you, I'll give you that extra raise, or, you know, they played out a scenario of how things were going to be, but they never really committed to it. If this was a love situation, you and this person, you did not want to see that this person put you into a third wheel, that this person just friend-zoned you, or is friend-zoning you, or is putting you in a third wheel. This person, there's a lack of commitment here, okay? And I feel like you held on to this for a very long period of time because, well, you believed that this would improve. But there was drama, but there was fighting. This person or the situation is my way or the highway. They don't see your side of the story. In fact, they just see what they want, and you need to move on from this. You need to end this relationship. You need to start looking for new jobs. You need to move somewhere else, perhaps. And it feels like you need to move towards something more peaceful, more harmonious, someone who you will work together with to overcome obstacles, okay? This could be an ex, okay, but not necessarily, like if you've just broken up with someone, it's not that ex. This could be a previous ex, someone from your childhood, someone from your way back past. Now, this can also be a friend or something you did in the past. If it's a job, it could be an old boss. It could be a friend that can help you from your childhood, from your hometown. There could be something about your childhood or inner child that needs to be healed so that you can overcome your obstacles. I do have my book there, Breaking the Chains, just putting it in focus. The link is there if you want to look for it. Okay, that helps you break the chains to figure out why you are stuck. There's definitely sabotage or lying or betrayal, disagreements that result in loss of a relationship, problems. Somewhere where there was, I apologize, that was my son. Obstacles and being trapped in an emotional cycle. There may have been a loss, may have been an ending, may have been perhaps even, you know, someone who passed on, and it's kept you trapped in fear or kept you trapped in cycles of repeat, kept you trapped in emotional drama or dealing with people pleasing. I do feel like there could be some kind of travel, or you're near the end of your burdens, okay? And you're moving towards something that's more friendly, trustworthy, perhaps marriage, something, maybe even a boss that's more honest and open. It could be a person who's very honest but strict, but they are trustworthy. So it may not come across as someone. So this is a lover. This is a lover who's quite strict, but at the same time trustworthy. Marriage partner. This is a boss. This person could be quite a strict boss, but they are friendly and they are trustworthy. So they're quite straightforward, but you can trust in them. Whatever this is, the question is no, but I do feel like you are moving on. It's because something has to be released. Okay? You're holding on to something. Even if you're holding on to someone that you've had, a relationship for a long time, you have to let it go, because this is what's preventing you from going forward into something that's better for you. So it's a no for one thing, but something better will come. Thank you so much, pile number 2, and goodbye. Hi, and welcome to those of you who chose pile number 3 or the Malachite. Pile number 3, you're about to start a new beginning that's going to be very emotional, quite happy, like good news is coming. It's going to make you feel very happy. This could be something to do with maybe a new love, or meeting a new love, or having a new beginning in love. It could be anything, but it's something this good news is going to make you feel really joyous. Now, it's something that's meant for you. So it could be a soulmate, a partner, spending quality time with people you love, finding something that's the perfect fit for you, perfect house, perfect area, perfect job, perfect friends, your soul tribe. Okay, it's like you were meant for this. And this is after a loss, bad news, fear, stress, healing from something that was quite mentally draining. This is going to lead to great adventures. Again, it's like a new beginning that maybe you didn't see coming because you've been focusing on things that you didn't have, but now you're going to have something that leads you to something better. It's a major change in your life. It could be moving. It could be maybe after a divorce. Maybe you're getting a new home. Again, it's something that's really perfect for you. Fate is stepping in. It's going to help you to move, to travel even for some, to relocate for some. Okay, so fate is stepping in to impact this, to help you with your work or help you with your finances. So don't worry. You may have felt very trapped and confined in your situation, and things have been very confusing, or maybe you've been a little bit standoffish. Spirit guides are saying stand up for yourself, but at the same time, don't be standoffish and don't push things away, okay? Make sure that your mental stability is really important. So make sure you are balanced. Make sure you are, I've been reading a lot about stoicism, more stoic in your ability to handle stress and how you react, to not be so defensive. I feel like things were confusion, but things are now going to be communication. And we're in Mercury retrograde, which is, people coming back, people communicating. Make sure you're very clear in your communication. Don't be standoffish in your communication, because this is a wish fulfillment. It's something you've been longing for a long time. And fate is now giving it to you. So don't push it away because you're now feeling, emotionally stressed. I do feel like this is successful. Whatever you're asking about is going to lead to success. Success can be a new love that ends in marriage 10 years down the line. I'm not saying 10 years down the line. I'm just giving you an example. It's stable is what I'm getting. A job that leads to promotions. A house that just feels like good financial success or emotional success. It's good for you at the end of the day. This can be a lover that turns into a romantic partner, or a best friend that turns into a lover romantically, or it's just something really emotional, your knight in shining armor coming to help you, whatever that is for you. Okay, it doesn't have to be a love. It could be a friend that shows you a job you've always wanted, or a friend that takes you on holiday and you realize, wow, I've always wanted to live here. This is the perfect fitting for me. Okay, you're going to feel very happy, very sophisticated, very solid, very grounded, very practical. It's like something, it just really zhuzhes things up. But be aware of gossip, because it feels like as you step into this new, there's going to be gossip, and there's going to be, sorry, I do apologize for my son, he's stimming, gossip and people talking about you, because people are like shocked, like all of a sudden your life changes because you're with the right people in the right towns with the right jobs. Okay, so it's like you get to spend more money on yourself and people are shocked. Okay, this could be an influential person, a romantic partner, someone who can help you out. This knight in shining armor can be anything, a job, a boss, anything. The answer to your question, whatever it is a yes. Thank you very much and goodbye. Hi, and welcome to those who chose the blue and green obsidian. Right. Pile number 4, there's some kind of massive change coming for you. It's like there's some kind of truth that comes in, and when the truth comes in, it's like when the truth will set you free, is exactly what I'm getting. I feel like this is good news. It may not feel like good news. You may have to juggle your budget to get this to work. You may have been juggling whether you should do this or not. But I feel like it's going to be good. So it's something you can invest in. It's something that leads to better investments. Now, this is investments in people, time, energy, effort, money, okay, jobs, career, literal investments, okay? It's something that leads to something better. So, like I said, put a budget together. Think about where can you cut back? What are you wasting money on? There are always areas. We often purchase things that make us feel good, but they're not necessarily good for the soul. They're good for the ego. Okay, so where have I bought things or held on to things because my ego wanted it, and what do I have to let go of? This is literally what it's saying. It's saying there's something you have to release and change in order to make this work, but it is possible to make it work. Okay, there could be legal issues, arguments, indecisions regarding money, but again, you're leaving all this behind to go to something more stable, more secure, more committed. Okay, whatever that is for you, marriage, romance, jobs, money, career. But there's something, again, there's change that's needed. It's releasing drama or dramatic people and learning something new or going towards something new, maybe even a new sport or a new hobby. This something is going to be balanced, okay? You will take responsibility over your debt and budget or investments, but it's also your investments in people. But this is something like I invest in you, you invest in me. It's an equal exchange and equal give and take. It's finally being recognized. Someone who recognizes your worth, and they will pay you back what you are worth. Okay, that's what I mean. And this can be relationships. Someone who recognizes what you are giving them, and they appreciate how you treat them, and they give it back to you. Now, this is something that there may have been trouble. It's like almost like if you hold on to the old, there's going to be trouble ahead. And so spirit guides are saying, be very careful of who you're investing in, okay? Or be careful about investments. Watch many investors and what they're trying to say. Be on the lookout. Something unexpected is coming your way. It could be an unexpected windfall, something you need to consider a budget plan. So how is your time, your energy? Time is money. So where are you investing your time? Is it unbalanced? Are you giving it to the wrong people? Think about where you're investing your time and your money, okay? Come up with a better budget plan. Release things that you're no longer having. Release anything that's there for the ego and not there for the soul. You need healthy, good food, for example. You need a roof over your head. Do you actually have to have that car? Do you have to have those clothes or that expensive quality stuff? Or can you bring that down in order to make this happen? Because this is what it's about. It's about releasing some things to make this happen, because it's a big possibility that this is going to happen. You will become independent, okay? Learning how to look after yourself financially, emotionally. You have to love yourself before you can expect other people to love you. So when you love yourself, you'll recognize who is investing in you, and you release all those people and you invest in yourself. When you love yourself, you invest in yourself, okay? It leads to good news. Again, wedding, party, gatherings, family, longevity. The bad news is it's up to you, because you're sitting on the horse going, should I, shouldn't I, should I, shouldn't I? You know what you need to do. You need to be more powerful. You need to be more charismatic. You need to be more positive in yourself, because this person, the situation, this whatever it is that you're really truly wanting, it's very generous, it's very loyal, and this person or the situation has a lot of integrity to it. This person may be very attractive, and you might be going, what do I have to offer? Love, caring, respect, honor, safety. You don't realize what someone needs until you get there. You don't know what someone's gone through, and you just might be the perfect person to give back to someone who 444, stable, someone who's very generous, very loyal person, and they're just wanting that back. They're wanting this back. If it's a career job and this person's very generous and loyal to you, they're just wanting your loyalty back to them. Sometimes that's as simple as it is. You may not be the cleverest person in the interview or have the best of the skills, but this person's just wanting someone to be loyal back to them. So can you do that? Because that's all they're wanting. So make the decision, pile number 4, because it is a yes. It is going to be successful, but it's up to you. Thank you very much and goodbye.